Do. Okay. Live, right? Checked it.
I'm doing right now.
Do.
Yep, there we
Okay.
are.
Good.
There we be.
We'll wait a few minutes for some people to log on. Did we start? Hello, everyone. How you doing? Good evening. Happy Friday. Hello, Dominique. How are you? We're going to give this a few minutes, get as many people as we can on here before we get into everything we need to. John McGinnis, how are you, my friend? Hello, Carrie. These are all the New Jersey Paranormal people. How's it going, guys?
It's the right kind of people.
Patricia, how are you?
Hey, busy bees is right.
So we'll give it a few minutes. Again, I want to make sure we get as many people on here as we can before we get into everything we want to talk about. And there is a lot, but we're going to go from 8 to 9 here, and then we're going to go over to Instagram and go from 9 to 10 there. So we'll try to answer as many questions as we can. We'll try to cover as much as we can here before we jump over to Instagram at 9 o'clock. So I want to, again, I'll give it a few minutes before we jump into exactly what we're going to talk about. Those of you who don't know, I'm John Ruggiero. This is Chris Therian. We are the co-organizers / creators of the New Jersey Paraunity Expo. We are in our 9th year, believe it or not. So, hey, Kevin, what's up? And we got lots to talk about. We want to make sure everybody kind of has all the information they need for November. Hello, Annette. We want to make sure everybody has all the information that they need. So hopefully you can watch this video. You get familiar with us. Any questions, our numbers are on the Facebook page, on the Instagram. Hello, Bonnie. You could ask us any questions after this, email, call us. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have. But we're going to try to cover everything, hopefully, so that you don't have questions. So if you didn't catch the beginning of this video, go back and watch it. Hopefully we cover everything as we go.
And if we don't, just ask questions and we'll try to answer them all.
So as you guys know, the 9th, and I can't believe we're saying that, 9th annual New Jersey Paraunity Expo is happening very quickly. I mean, it's less than 3 months away, November 4th and 5th, with the VIP party being on the 3rd and the 4th. Both are sold out, by the way, so we can't take any more requests for the VIP parties. The expo is being held, if you don't know, at Woodbridge High School. And that's the address, that 1 Samuel Lupo Place. Woodbridge, New Jersey is actually Woodbridge High School. So plenty of parking. We will have, just like we had last year, police officers will be on site, organizing all the parking. Hey, Greg. So when you pull into the lot, you'll see police officers just kind of pointing you where to go, where to park. And, so that's taken care of. So again, we kind of outsource that to the police, and they do an excellent job. So they make sure we have enough spaces pretty much everywhere.
And yet there's a section for handicap that they set aside, that the police department, or when you tell them, they see your placard, you ask them, and they'll direct you exactly where to go. Unfortunately, and I'm going to say this right up front so there's no misunderstandings, it's a high school, so the parking is never right up by the building.
Yeah.
So, we always tell people, if there's somebody that needs assistance or somebody that can't come from, far away with a walker or whatever, have the person driving drop them right up off of the front, and then they'll guide them to the handicap spot.
Because the expo itself is handicap accessible. Everything is on one level.
Everything.
And you go up a ramp to go into the area of the school where you enter the expo. And there's other ramps to get you in different parts of the building. We're going to cover how the expo was laid out. It may be different than in years past. Not much different, but a little different than in years past. And unfortunately, StreamYard won't let us use StreamYard on the way we normally do. We're in on like a guest StreamYard, so we can't post images and pictures to really show you the layout. So we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. We're gonna kind of hold it up and kind of point at everything, but we'll take you guys through everything so you have a really good idea of what to expect. A lot of people have been there before, but for those of you who are new, we're going to go top to bottom as far as the expo, what to expect, both days, and everything you need to know. So first thing, I'll take the first thing. Tickets. Everybody asks about tickets. Tickets are available online via the website. You have to type in New Jersey Paraunity Expo, one word, .com, New Jersey Paraunity Expo.com. They will also be available at the door both days. Saturday and Sunday, you can still get your tickets at the door. So if you're coming in town and you didn't get your tickets online, there will still be tickets available at the door for both days. Yeah. And we're going to try our best to organize the line so that, yes, we can stream the people in who bought online quicker. But we moved through that line pretty good the last few years. So you take the next point there. Whatever you want to go with. She looks at me like for guidance.
No, I'm just like wondering where he's going because he always says I skip ahead or I jump all around.
No, there's some around here.
The 25, I want to put right out there. It's $25 fee, like John said.
Per person.
Per person.
Per day.
Per day. Yes. And I literally want to tell you what you're going to get for that $25. It is amazing for this price. You are going to get all the lectures free, all the exhibit rooms free, all of the meet and greets with the celebrities 100% free. You don't have to pay extra to go into a room to meet any of these people. They're accessible to you. So you can plan out certain days on Saturday and Sunday. If you can't make it, get everybody in that you want to on Saturday, it's all spread out. Everything is spread out. The only thing that you're going to get charged for that's extra in the expo itself is Chip Coffey's gallery reading, which is $50. And of course, all your vendors, they're whatever they charge for their items. Your psychic mediums, your readers, of course, you're going to have to pay them. We've asked that they have all of their prices, shown on the table. So when you walk up, you see that their prices are actually there for you to read, so you know what you're getting into before. What else? I'm trying to think. The celebrities themselves, at their discretion, their autographs, they're at their discretion. I know we've gotten a lot of messages from people. Do they charge for autographs? Most do. But it's at their discretion. It's their autograph. What did you want to say?
I was going to kind of reiterate that we have nothing to do with the celebrities and how much they charge.
Their merch or anything. Yeah.
For their autographs or their photos that you buy. The $25 gets you access to all of them. So, like Chris said, it's everyone who's on the poster is going to be there both days. People ask that question a lot. There will be different lectures both days as well. So if you go to the website, check the lecture schedule and plan accordingly, you can see everyone we have, for each day and the times. The only thing that's kind of the same is, again, the Chip Coffey gallery reading. He closes both days. And like Chris said, those tickets, that's a premium part of the expo. So they're $50 per person plus the price of admission. So if you want to attend Chip Coffey's gallery reading, you could purchase those tickets online right now, or you could visit Chip's table when he's there, say hello, get an autograph, and then purchase a ticket for the gallery reading right there.
The other thing I want to say too, that we get a lot of people asking, well, if I just want to do the Chip Coffey gallery reading, do I have to pay the entry fee?
I just said that.
I know, but I'm reiterating it because a lot of people keep asking that over and over again, and every year we say the same thing. Yes, you can't wait till like 4:30, right before we're getting ready to close the doors and just say, hey, I want to pay just for Chip Coffey gallery, because it is part of the expo. So you do have to pay the entry fee to get in addition to, like John said, to the $50. But I just wanted to reiterate it. I know you're think I'm kooky, but
And
I
for the
am.
third time, just so you
I
know,
am.
you will have to pay the admission fee. I mean, uh, um, the lecture times, we've staggered them. Patricia, I saw your question. The lecture times are a half hour separated from each other. So they're all about 45 minutes in length, and they run 30 minutes apart. So you see a lecture, the next one starts a half hour later, enough time to clear out the auditorium and for the next group of people to come in for the next lecture, and to give people time if they, again, you pick and choose the lectures you want to see. They're all different. We have a lot of the different celebrities doing them. They're on a some are just Q&A, some are about different subjects, but everybody has a great time with the lectures. I enjoyed what little I could see of them.
Yeah. Really quick, somebody said something about they purchased a VIP ticket for the 4th and a friend might come and can they purchase at the door? There is no purchasing at the door for the VIP parties. They are completely sold out. We've hit the max of what we're allowed to have. The caterer is already, that whole thing is all set, just so you know. So,
And we maintain a list, so
yeah.
there's nobody getting in that's not on the list. Will there be signs that's a celebrity book? I don't know, but I doubt it, Annette. I think it's a matter of you walk up to each particular celebrity and you say, I'd like a picture, an autograph picture, and they'll tell you how much they charge.
Some
Selfies,
do.
some may charge you for selfies, some may not. It's been my experience that a lot of them don't charge for selfies, but you never know from year to year. I think you could just get a picture with them without paying, but you never know. That could change this year. In the past, it hasn't been the case. But if you want an autographed 8x10, then yeah, they're going to charge you for that.
Yeah, 100%. The other thing that we're bringing new to for the first time ever, we have a professional silent auctioneer that is actually going to be on site doing a silent auction for us. So that is something new and amazing to help raise funds for the charity fund that she is working tirelessly on to get a bunch of stuff that will be laid out on both days that are going to be silently auctioned off, and the rules and everything for that will be posted on how that works. I'm going to leave it in her hands because she's the professional. So that is something that we're really tickled and honored that Tracy has brought to the table for us.
And again, just to further touch on the charity fund, we say this every year, and we iterate this, especially to the new people that are coming. This is not a for-profit event. That's not what the Paraunity is and ever was. This convention, you see when you make the payments online, those of you who have, your payment goes to the Woodbridge Charity Fund. The people that are in that building, except for the police officers, the two of us, the mayor's advisory committee, who are there with the green shirts helping people, all volunteers. None of us make any money for killing ourselves for 3 days. We do it because we love to do it, and we love offering this to people because we're as into the paranormal as you are. But every penny of the proceeds goes to the Woodbridge Mayor's Charity Fund. And if you want to question that, if you don't believe that, feel free to email the mayor, John McCormick, yourself in Woodbridge, and ask him, and he'll tell you himself that that's where all of the proceeds go.
Dominic, Tracy is on here. Tracy Sarah, she's on here. And if you can reach out to her, I'll post her information on the expo page, and she'll handle how she wants everything for the auction. So what Dominic is asking, because there are people that are coming forward that want to donate to the silent auction, because we're raffling off baskets and stuff of things. And Tracy is, I'm telling you, Tracy has really got some amazing donations that have come in that are going to blow your mind. But yeah, anyone who does want to volunteer and send in a unique thing to be auctioned off for the silent auction, Tracy Sierra, who is on here, is the person who's going to be handling all of that and how she's going to do it.
So the question about finding your confirmation for the for either your tickets or for VIP parties. First thing I would do if it were me, I would go into my email and type a search in for New Jersey Paraunity Expo. That's what I would do first to see if I could find that email, or PayPal. PayPal would probably be better. PayPal to see if you could find that confirmation sheet. If all else fails and you cannot find that sheet, we would look at either a debit statement that shows a purchase to the Woodbridge Charity Fund for one specific day for a certain amount, or a bank statement that shows that as well. Preferably your confirmation page, of course, but if you can't find that, a debit statement, credit card statement, bank statement. And we're going to be giving out specific wristbands for each day. So there's no way anybody's getting in here one day or the other without paying. So one wristband is for one day, the other is for another. So there's no way anybody's going to come in Sunday that didn't purchase both days or purchase just Sunday. But that's the way I would look first. I would go in my inbox and I would go into the little search thing and type in PayPal, look through all my PayPal emails, look that way, log into my PayPal account if I have one, or a credit card, debit, bank statement that shows Woodbridge Charity Fund, the date, and the amount of the purchase.
So it's those three things are very critical: your name, the date, the amount. What was the other? And Woodbridge Charity Fund. The other thing is that black out your account number. Please do not leave your account number open. Take a black Sharpie, black pen, and just take that right out of the equation. Just make sure your name shows and again the amount, what you paid, the date that it was paid, and then it states Woodbridge Charity Fund, and that will help us determine what it was that you paid for. Will there be wristbands for the VIP party? There are special things that will be for the VIP party.
So hotels. If you go on the New Jersey Paraunity Expo website, again, you have to type in New Jersey Paraunity Expo.com. You'll see the sponsored hotels. As of now, 2 of the 3 sponsored hotels are completely sold out. However, the Spring Hill Inn, which is in Woodbridge, it's about 5 minutes from the VIP party location and from the expo as well. Beautiful hotel, fairly new. They're offering discounted rates as well. That's another thing we're very proud of as far as this expo and this convention is that we've been to conventions where they're charging $250, $300 a night to attend these conventions for hotels that are nearby. We went to our sponsors and said, you want to be part of this, you want to sponsor us,
affordability,
reduced rate.
Yep.
So the 2 original sponsors sold out, reduced rate. The new Spring Hill Inn in Woodbridge, reduced rate as well. So if you go on there, you'll see the number. You click on the link or you call the hotel and say, I'm coming for Paraunity weekend, and you'll see the reduced rate in there. So again, that's something that we're happy to be able to offer you guys. So Spring Hill Inn, beautiful new hotel. You will not be disappointed. Their rooms are awesome.
We will not. There is no transportation from that hotel. They're too new and they don't have that ability yet. So
let me just.
But it's very close.
Let me just, before you answer that question,
yes.
Let me just. Speaking of the hotels, a lot of people are going to ask this question for a reason.
Yes.
If you are staying at the Comfort Suites or the Fairfield Inn, you will have access to the Comfort Suites bar that's in the hotel. We have, with the hotel, this was the hotel's request because they were inundated with people last year that weren't staying there, that completely took over their parking lot and their lobby. So they requested that we work out a system to where only the people staying at those 2 hotels are allowed to go to that bar on Friday or Saturday night. Again, this is something that we need to stress to you. If you're not staying at either one of those hotels, do not try to go to that bar because there will be security on site, police officers, and they will be checking via a way we worked out with them. They will be checking to see if you're staying there. And if you're not, they will turn you away.
Yeah.
They
so don't
turn you away.
And we had to agree this so that they would do the bar for us.
This is not a public bar.
It's not. It's the whole property's private. The parking lot's private, and a lot of people who weren't staying there were coming in and took over the parking lot where people who were staying didn't have a place to park.
Well, and again, the bar is not a public bar. The bar
No.
is not open at all during the year. It's open for special occasions like our convention, a wedding party. But otherwise, this is not a public bar that you could walk in if you were staying there next week and go to that bar. That bar is closed.
And just so
all
you
the time.
know, they were not going to open up the bar if we did not agree to these terms.
Right.
And they stated that the 2 police officers will be at the hotel door. They will be checking to make sure that they are guests there. And yes, that means that people that are staying there have to register the guest in their room. So the names have to be on the list no matter what. So it's not like, well, you're a friend of mine, I'm staying at the hotel. Way. Come on in and we'll get you. We'll get you in. They're being very, very strict about this. So we don't want anyone to be disappointed, and we don't want anyone to be frustrated. So we're just giving you a heads up so you guys understand what's going on.
Yeah, that's a perk for the people that are staying in either. And those hotels are sold out. So just, again, if you're planning. But having said that, you will be close to the heart of Woodbridge, Route 1 and 9. There are a million restaurants, a million bars, a million places to hang out for that weekend. The city is literally 30 to 45 minutes away, an hour by train. If you want to come in and go to the city on Friday or whatever on Sunday before, everything is close. And Philly too. There's a million places to eat and hang out around town. So enjoy it. It's great that we're getting close to the holiday kind of feeling in November. So it's great that we're able to bring everyone together with the celebrities for the last event of the year. Absolutely. That's what the expo is.
And the interesting thing is since the last expo, there has been a multiple of restaurants and places that opened up around and in the Woodbridge area. So if you think you've been in town and you know it all, wait till you come back into town and see how much it's grown and how much it's built up. There's so much more that it's offering. 100%. The other thing that we really need to say that's very important so that there's no issue on this is Chip Coffee's gallery reading. Chip Coffee's gallery reading starts promptly at 4:30. Those doors close at 4:30, and after that, there is no admittance. For whatever, I had to use the bathroom, I was standing in line there's 50 million things. A Chip Coffee is just nope, because it throws him off. And he says, I cannot be thrown off once I get into that mode of what I'm doing.
And these are his rules. Chip basically sets those rules. Like Chris said, he literally says if he gets into a state, he goes into his meditative state and he wants to start. He doesn't like to be interrupted because it lessens what he could do for the people that are attending the gallery reading for what he's trying to pick up. And I understand that. So again, we have to man the doors, and like Chris said, 4:30, those doors shut, and he does not.
And he doesn't do refunds. There's no refunds. No.
So please, if you're planning on attending, like she said, the Chip Coffee Gallery reading, just please be there at 4:30. Please make our lives easy in your life.
Sean doesn't need to be chewed out anymore.
No, please, I don't need Chip to lecture me.
And I am going to warn you too, if you're coming in with children and you know that your children can't sit still. I mean, I have a grandson who's ADHD, so I can't, I can't sit there and go back and say anything different. My grandson can't sit still and be quiet for 2 seconds because of his ADHD. So if you know that that's going to be an issue, or you have a baby, you might want to figure out some other thing than bringing them into the gallery. So that's just something to give you a heads up on, because that'll throw him off and he'll ask you to step out.
So let's talk about, first, before we show you the layout and explain where everything is, we'll talk about food trucks first.
Absolutely.
That seems to be the easy one, because if you were there last year, the food trucks are in the same spot. So if you were there last year, you know where they are. If you weren't there last year, the entrance to the expo is where the school gymnasium and auditorium is, by the football stadium there. The food trucks are literally next to the football stadium. It's a football stadium parking lot. It's a small parking lot. So it's walking distance. You just walk across the parking lot from leaving the expo, and you'll see 5 or 6 food trucks out there. And there's enough room for people to wait in line and everything. And we're having more food trucks. We heard from the township that they have an abundance for us this year. So we should have a nice selection of a variety of different things.
I was pretty amazed.
I heard they were good last year.
I was very amazed of what I heard about the food trucks that they had this past year.
I heard they were good. I didn't get to eat.
We didn't get to go out. We were too big.
There you go.
The trucks get good. We want to hear that, Joe. That's important to us.
And that's all
really
through the
work
township
hard on that
as well. I mean,
yeah.
they again, before we go any further discussing anything, big thank you to Mayor John McCormick, the Township of Woodbridge, for supporting us for 9 years on this, 10 going forward into the next one. We couldn't do this without them. They've supported this since year 2, given us everything we need. They work hand in hand with us. They get what we're doing and why we're doing it, making an affordable convention. Because again, we've said this many times. We had kids. We lived paycheck to paycheck when we were younger. We want this. We want everybody to have the opportunity to meet Project Fear, Ghost Hunters, Ghost Brothers, everyone that's on that poster without breaking the bank. That was our goal. It's always been our goal. It will always be our goal, no matter how many years we do this. So it's important to us, and we love this. So we try to kind of show you guys that by the way we organize it.
And I think that the one thing that John and I always try to keep in mind with everything, and we push, John and I push back on stuff, pricing, everything you could possibly think of. John and I try to come up with really creative ways to keep the prices down, because we understand that hotel stay, traveling expenses, whether it's by plane or driving, whatever the case may be, we know that adds up. You also want to be able to have money to spend on the vendors when you come in. We understand all of these things. Again, we live paycheck to paycheck like everybody else. We don't.
We may look like we come from wealth, but anyway, we're gonna go over the layout because we've got about 30 minutes before we go on Instagram. So forgive the fact that I have to hold up the diagram and basically show my finger. This is old school. We're going old school here, but this is the best way that we could do this here.
Real quick before you do that, I also want to put out there, John was thanking the mayor and the township, but the mayor has a committee that volunteer every year. They're in green shirts.
The MAC team.
They are there
Backbone. Tirelessly,
and we're asking them to go from one day to 2 days. We're asking them to give up their weekend. They do this for free. So the people, this is the interesting part. The people in the green shirts.
Yeah, don't yell at those people.
Yeah, don't. We need them.
Yell at us all you want. That's what we're there for. But the green shirt people are really, really nice people.
You can go up to them and ask them. They'll direct you. If they can't answer you, they get a hold of us. They get a hold of the head, Terry, that's head of the committee, and we will get you guys to where you need to be or whatever that you need. We'll handle it. We don't shy away from anything that needs to be available.
Right, God, we'll call on you. Yeah. You know that.
So I have to say this real quick. John was doing measurements from the door to a table, and he didn't have a measuring thing with him, so that
6 feet. It had to be 6 feet from the door.
Greg laid down.
Greg O'Brien, Fort Mifflin representative.
So, just to give you all a little bit, when he's saying that I'm available again for measurements, he actually laid on the floor for John to measure out 6 feet.
Greg went above and beyond.
So everybody works hard here.
So again, I'm going to show you. Here we have the diagram. This is secret plans, folks. Secret plans. Don't share this. So here we go. Oh God, this is going to be rough. The entrance. Can I do this? The entrance is right here. Okay. This is basically the doors that you come in when you're waiting online. You're going to come in these doors, and on either side is the auditorium. and the lecture hall. Now the lecture hall is the auditorium. The vendor room, if you could see that, the vendor room,
Yeah.
that is where all of the vendors will be, and some of the celebrities. Yes, good point,
Yes,
Lisa.
they will
We
be,
will be
Lisa.
handing out these when you arrive, so you will have one of these. We're just showing you this now so you have an idea of kind of the layout before you go in. Believe it or not, people don't look at these when they come in, and they ask us and the green shirted people where to go. But you will have one of these for sure. So reference this anytime you're looking for someone or something. Okay. I'm just showing you really, really quick a brief overview just so you have an idea of the layout. You will get one of these.
It
for
shows
sure.
where the bathrooms are, and there are multiple bathrooms. It shows.
Well, we're gonna go through
Yeah.
that. So hey, you're taking my technical part. So again, this is the main where you walk in, then you go down the hallway here. Now, this hallway is a cross section, right? And it literally is what, 20, 30 steps, maybe 50 steps at the most. When you hit that cross section, left. Now, again, there'll be signage, it will be there. You'll have your map. To the left is where Ghost Hunters and Project Fear is going to be. All the way down that hall in the two cafeterias. Again, it's straight up the hall, the first intersection, you're going to go left. And we even label it. This is last year's, but it'll just be Ghost Hunters and Project Fear. So when you walk in, you want to meet those guys right off the bat, go straight, first intersection hallway, boom, to your left. Two cafeterias, that's where they are. Okay. This is what's different this year as opposed to years past. Because of the capacity issues we had, which is why we went to 2 days this year and why we moved it to November because we didn't want to deal with the heat. We had to use more of the school. That was the agreement we made with the township, with the fire marshal. We're using more of the school. We're stretching it out so that lines are in different places. No lines are going to run into each other. There's plenty of room.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you could take this. You might be able to stand up and just put your finger where you want me to do it.
Where do you want to
The line running from where I showed them to the back hallway, where the breeze door is.
Boom. Right here.
So you're going to go there.
This is the breezeway. Right here.
So there's doors right there.
Right here is the doors.
And there'll be a banner with a sign that says.
And then here.
Yeah. So I know you can't tell by looking at it. It looks confusing. But it literally is a straight shot. When you walk in,
down.
You just go straight. You go through two red doors that'll probably be open, through a breezeway, and there's a back hallway. You can only go one way, left. And along that hallway, which will be on here as well, it'll be on here, so you don't have to rely on us telling you. Straight ahead, all the way back to your left, that's going to be where Chip Coffee, the Ghost Brothers, and the exhibit rooms are going to be.
Paranormal couple.
All paranormal couple. All along that back hallway is where you find Chip, Ghost Brothers, Paranormal Couple, Cody and Satori, and all the exhibit rooms. Straight down that hallway. So it literally is, you either could go straight, left, middle, left. That's it. That is it.
And we're going to have people at their doors that are going to be taking. So real quick, I do see, and people are helping us out with answering questions. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. But I will tell everybody that's watching and who's answering these questions, don't take literal that they charge $20 for an autograph.
Yeah,
that was the norm. Because we don't know what they're going to do.
You don't know
and
either.
if you have expectations, and some of them, because there's different celebrities coming and different people, some might have a different policy for selfies. So
we don't know.
We don't know.
We're the ones organizing it.
Yeah,
so we're saying we
won't tell you what the pricing or what's free and what's not when it comes to the celebrities, because that is all on them.
Yes.
And we wouldn't want someone to come in and think that and get mad because
that we lied.
Hey, I was told your autograph is $20. That might have been what they charged last year, but it could be a whole different thing this year.
Dominique, Chip is undecided about the mask. That's another question you're answering. That we spoke to Chip literally last week, And as of now, Chip is undecided about
Yeah,
the mask.
he's trying
He's
to.
going to let us know as we get closer. So as of right now, no, but that could change. And if it does,
We'll
we will
provide
come
them.
back on here. We'll post it and we'll let you all know that if you want to meet Chip, you have to wear a mask.
And we will also provide the mask. So
Sure.
it takes the weight off of you. So if you know you're traveling and you forget about a mask and Chip could decide the day of when he comes in and says, "Hey, I'm not comfortable.
Very true.
We need to do masks." And this is what he said. Right now he's comfortable, but he's not too sure how he's going to feel later.
Right.
So we told him, let's just take the stress off. We will make sure that there's masks available so that everybody is. And then people who are still comfortable wear their own mask can bring and wear their own mask for whatever reason.
So, real quick, if you've joined us late, I'll go real quick over the points that we went over.
Dominique.
The expo is Saturday, the 4th, Sunday, the 5th, $25 per person per day, $10 for kids under 12. The expo was from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. All the lectures are free. The exhibit rooms are free. Celebrities, you can meet them for free, but like Chris said a minute ago, however much they charge for selfies or autograph isn't up to us. We have no idea what one will charge that's completely up to them. Food trucks will be there. Lots of food trucks across the parking lot. What else did we go through? Handicap accessible. As for the building, parking may be a little tricky. Again, like Chris said, if you are handicapped and those spots are taken, hopefully you have someone with you and they can drop you off around front.
Well, the whole thing, like there were a few people that couldn't go the distance from the parking lot where they had them parked all the way across the parking lot. So what we would tell them is that whoever's driving the car for you, have them drop you off. Yeah, if they have a person, drop off at the door and then go park the car in the handicap and then come back. And then the police will work this out because they understand the issues with handicap is that if your driver can go back out and get the car and drive up to and pick you up at the door if need be. So we will bend over backwards and we've got things in place to make sure all needs are met. I am going to put this out there too, because I know that this was something that was brought up. Somebody suggested that you should have separate lines for separate things. We don't do that. It's one line to the people. Everybody has to wait. If you have a standing problem and you have issues with your spine or your back, bring a walker that has what you can sit on while you're waiting. I'm telling you from somebody who has spinal issues. If you know you're going to be standing in a line and you don't have the physical capability,
not many
bring a walker with because we don't have fire marshal. We're not allowed to put chairs along the sides and. You're allowed to carry something to drink as long as it is like something with a cap that you have capped at all times. You cannot bring it into the auditorium.
No.
They will not allow any drinks or foods in the auditorium. Nope. You will be asked to leave. They will boot you out if they do that. Can you go walking around with the food in the vending area, eating it and stuff? No, they'll ask you not to do that. Can you bring the food in to eat? Yes, because actually in the back there's a breezeway that actually has outside tables and stuff where you could sit off to the side and eat, and you're still inside the convention itself. Yeah.
So again, that's kind of an overview. You've seen the roster. If you don't know the roster, the poster is on this page here as opposed to the website.
A few rules we got to mention too.
Everybody who's on that poster will be there both days. We said that already. Lecture schedule is available on the website and even posted on Facebook. But if you can't scroll down, it is on the website, New Jersey Paraunity Expo.com. You have to spell out New Jersey Paraunity Expo, one big long word, .com.
The other thing real quick that I need to mention is that some people bring gifts for the celebrities. No alcoholic beverages can be brought into the school. This is the school. You will be stopped. So don't even try to sneak it in, please. It'll get you booted out. Don't do that to yourself. Nobody wants to be escorted out by the police. Trust me. Everybody looks at you when that happens.
and she mentioned there are 2 police officers in the building the entire time. And again, that's for your safety, our safety, and the celebrities' safety as well. We knock on wood, yet to ever have an issue because the people that attend are so awesome and they have such a great attitude. And there was never a better example of that as the last one that we did. Um, it was July. It was hot. The building was having problems with keeping up with the air conditioning, and you guys were just awesome about it. And we did everything
you guys
we
were
could
amazing.
To make it as good as we could. But this year, that's why we changed everything. We went to 2 days to again so that there's not so many people in the building.
Spread it out more.
We spread it out more within the building. Used much bigger area, and
the other
we were. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. The other thing that I need to mention when I was saying about the rules, you can't bring in a knife, guns, anything. Again, nothing. There is no smoking on the school grounds at all. If you need to smoke and you're a smoker, and we do understand a lot of people are, you're going to have to walk right out across the field, out to the front, over by the food trucks down that way to smoke. They'll be enforcing
there's a little
that
side
too.
street right by the food trucks.
You can go
go load that
there.
up with cigarette butts.
Yeah, because we get in trouble for that stuff. Trust me. You can't bring in. We know people with celiac disease and stuff. I have family members that have it. Yeah, you can bring in prepackaged food for yourself, but you cannot bring in food gifts for celebrities either. You can do that outside of the school. So I have to tell you what the rules are so you're aware. Because somebody brought in an absolutely stunningly beautiful cake that they made for a celebrity that was confiscated and thrown out, and that's a shame.
So again, hopefully we covered everything. A lot of the information's on the website, NewJerseyParaunityExpo.com. Tickets are available again at the door as well as online. So if you haven't purchased your ticket online, tickets are available at the door as well. We want to make sure that we stress that because at first we were thinking about just online sales, but then we said, no, let's not do that. Because we're 2 days, well, let's open it up. And we are. Tickets will be available at the door as well as online. So again, if you're thinking and you're on the fence, you and your friends or family, and you're not sure, and you're waiting until the last minute to decide, you can still purchase them at the door.
Patricia, you actually triggered a bell when you said not me, but no dogs. Only dogs who are service dogs and you have a license for a service dog and they have the vest that states they are service dogs will be permitted in the building. So if you have a pet and you walk in and you say, it's my service dog, if you don't have papers as a service dog and it does not have a vest identifying as a service dog, it will not be allowed in the building.
So again, the hotels too, I just want to go over that again. The 2 sponsored hotels, Fairfield Inn, Comfort Suite, are sold out, but the 3rd hotel that we added, Spring Hill Inn, like that name almost gets by me. The Spring Hill Inn is in Woodbridge. It is 5 minutes away from the expo, 5 minutes away from the VIP party, very close to downtown.
Amazing
where
rooms.
all the food and the
Suites.
Restaurants are. Beautiful new hotel. Discounted hotel rooms. I don't remember how much they were, but they're again, as people that organize this, we're so proud to be able to offer discounted hotel rooms because we've gone to other places and the rooms have been expensive, even for us. And we feel really good about what our hotel rooms cost and what we're able to offer. So if you haven't booked your room yet, Spring Hill Inn. The link is on the website. Even if you call there, if you want to Google it, just say I'm coming for Paraunity weekend, and they'll give you the reduced rate. But keep in mind, I'll reiterate again because I don't want anybody mistaken. If you are not staying at the Fairfield Inn or the Comfort Suites, you will not be allowed into the Comfort Suite bar. It is only for people that are staying at those hotels. There will be checking. There will be police there. And if you try to get in, you'll be turned away if you're not staying there. So I just want everyone to know that there are no secrets. We're not keeping anything from you. The hotel is going to be cracking down on that this year.
I'm going to put this out there too because we're all human and we all try to slide one in. If you're friends with someone and they're not staying at the hotel while I'm staying at the hotel, I'll get you in. No, when people are checking in, they have to have a list of who's staying in the room, and they are going to check that. They're being very critical about that.
Hey, Tim, how are you? So again, real quick, before we head over to Instagram, when you walk into the expo, like I said, if you've never been there, when you drive in and you enter the high school, you're going to look towards the back. You're going to look for the football stadium. You can see it as soon as you pull in. That's where the entrance to the expo is. You'll see it. The football stadium, the doors are to the left of that.
Yeah.
So you go in. As soon as you go in, hopefully we process you quickly and we get you in, which we've been able to do, knock on wood, in the past. To the right is the vendor area. We have so many awesome vendors. We limit the number of vendors to what we could fit, but there are so many awesome vendors in that space. So go in there and check them out, because not only are there awesome vendors and readers in there, but celebrities are also mixed in within the gymnasium that you'll want to meet. So everybody that's in that poster, some of them will be in different rooms in different areas. Like I said, Ghost Brothers, Ghost Hunters, Chip, they'll be in different areas, but a lot of those other people that are on that poster will be in that vendor room. So you're going to want to go check out the vending area and see them, meet them, and check out all those vendors while you're in there. So we're not going to say anything about
Yes, it is, but we don't tell the location. The people who bought the tickets already have the address.
Yeah, we're not going to.
We don't. Yeah, because we have where people try to crash it, and we just can't have that.
But check out the vendor area to your right. To your left is where all the lectures are going to be. Easy to find, right by the entrance, and there will be signage there that says times, lectures. You know who's there, what time they start, what time they end, and again, Chip Coffey's gallery reading. If you're not going to buy tickets online, which I recommend you do, go visit Chip, say hello to him, get an autograph, take a picture. You could purchase tickets if you decide the day of you want to attend. The gallery readings are freaking. I'm not just saying this because I love Chip and he's a friend. I got to watch it 2 years ago, because Chip did it virtually during COVID. So I got to be in the room to make sure the Wi-Fi was working, because he would have killed me if it wasn't. So I got to be there for the entire gallery reading. And I was just like, oh my God, it was so cool. So awesome. So definitely attend that if you're interested in seeing. And it's not just he does a Q&A too that people love. And it's fun watching the other people get read, even if it's not you. He hits it every single time. When I was watching, it was crazy.
He kills you. That's a good, Jennifer, that is a good question. Remember the date, the October 29th and 28th? She's saying she purchased the 29th for the Andrea so she gets to come on the 28th.
Okay.
Yes. You just come the 28th. 100%, Jennifer.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's time to ask, but
remember when there was a mix-up with the dates?
The date is the 28th.
Yes, but remember how there was a mix-up at the college?
Oh, the college, yeah.
Yes, so 100%, even if your thing says the 29th, yes, it's the 28th.
So that's it for this side. Any questions, you can email, again, long word, New Jersey Paraunity Expo @yahoo.com, or call either of the numbers that are listed on the Facebook page. You'll call us directly. We're the two that you deal with. We're the face for the good, the bad, the ugly. We're the two people that are responsible for all of it, along with the mayor and the township. But again, if you love it, we're part of the credit for that, along with so many great volunteers in the township. If you hate it, then the township isn't to blame. We're to blame.
It's us too.
That's the way that works. So we'll be back live again, probably in another month, to update you yet again, to go over all of this and any other changes that may come between now and then. You'll see us at least 2 more times before the expo, even right before the expo. The week before, we'll come on live again. Any questions or concerns? Is there a tip jar? Unfortunately, that's a great idea, Annette, but the reward is in the fact that you guys have a great time and you come back every year. That's That's our
And
reward.
the reward is that you guys are coming into town and you're supporting
Exactly.
Woodbridge, and that's a big deal. And again, Tracy Sierras, right here, the woman that just put up her email address for the silent auction. If you want to donate, please. She is the person running this. John and I anoint her 100%. Stand behind her. She's organizing this, so 100% reach out to her. She is the professional when it comes to this.
No reason to apologize at all, Bonnie. And to support us, we are, you see the hat there? That's not for New Jersey Paraunity. We are New Jersey Paranormal. Just 3 words. New Jersey Paranormal. 3 words. New Jersey Paranormal. Not NJ Paranormal, New Jersey Paranormal. We do events across New Jersey all year long supporting great historic societies. Again, we donate every penny of that to all the sites we support. Follow us on social media, New Jersey Paranormal, 3 words. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. We're on all the socials, threads. We're on all the socials. So please, that's how you could support us, by going to follow New Jersey Paranormal, checking out our videos. We do live investigations, interviews, discussions about the paranormal. So please give us a like and a follow. And
by supporting us, you're supporting all the fundraising that we do for, like, what is the STEM scholarship?
Well, that's the
so there's so many different things that we fundraise for. So by supporting us, you're supporting them. So thank you guys.
All right, guys, as usual, thank you so much for your support year after year. And if you're new to this, we hope you have the best time ever and that you come back. We'll do everything we can to make sure that happens. You guys have been great to us. We hope to do this for another 9 years, maybe. We've already been green lit for 2024.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing to end on. 2024 is going to happen. Same weekend. The Saturday will be the Day of the Dead, actually, the first day of the convention. So we've already been greenlit. So there will be a Paraunity 10, believe it or not.
Mark it on your calendars.
That's another problem for another day. But thank you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll talk again soon.
Have a good night, everybody.